The Rachel Barber Case, which involved a fatal obsession with her ward. During 1998, Caroline Reed Robertson, a 19-year-old woman, accepted a job as a nanny for the Barber family in Melbourne, Australia. Her responsibilities were to take care of 7-year-old Emily and 14-year-old Rachel. The children and the nanny appeared to have a good relationship. However, a year later, Rachel went missing while returning home from school, leading to a widespread search by the police. In 1999, Rachel's case became a topic of national interest in Australia. The results of the investigation were startling to the experienced investigators, as it was discovered that the nanny had greatly benefited from Rachel's disappearance. Rachel Barber, who was 15 years old, had been taking dance lessons in Melbourne at the time of her disappearance. She was well-liked, athletic, and considered a popular teenager among her peers. In contrast, Caroline Robertson, the nanny, was a reserved individual who struggled with epilepsy and had few friends. Additionally, Robertson was unhappy with her physical appearance and suffered from several insecurities. As the nanny for the Barber family, Robertson developed an unusual obsession with Rachel. On February 28, 1999, Caroline Robertson contacted Rachel Barber and offered her the opportunity to earn $100 by participating in a psychological study for teenagers. She instructed Barber to come to her house after school the following day and warned her not to tell anyone about the study. Robertson informed Barber that they would commence the study with a meditation session focused on happy thoughts and positive emotions. Barber was not suspicious of Robertson's intentions, as she knew that the nanny had been studying spiritual practices for some time. As Barber closed her eyes and relaxed, Robertson strangled her with a telephone cord until she lost consciousness. The following day, Robertson wrapped Barber's body in a rug and hailed a taxi. She explained to the driver that she was transporting an old statue to her father's property. There, in the family pet cemetery, Robertson buried Barber's body. As the search for Rachel Barber intensified, the police were actively investigating her disappearance. Her family reported her missing after she failed to return home from school. However, since Rachel had not informed anyone about her meeting with Robertson, the authorities were initially unaware of where to begin their investigation. A few days after the incident, Caroline Robertson began to exhibit unusual behavior and withdrew from social interaction. On March 2, Robertson showed up for work but appeared so unwell that a colleague drove her home. She subsequently took sick leave and remained at home for several days. Meanwhile, investigators were attempting to piece together Rachel Barber's movements on the day she went missing. They soon discovered Robertson's phone call to Barber, and witnesses who had seen the teenager on the day of her disappearance recalled a woman matching Robertson's description meeting her at a bus stop. On March 12, 1999, detectives entered Caroline Robertson's apartment and discovered her unconscious on the bedroom floor. It appeared that she had suffered an epileptic seizure, possibly triggered by the stress of recent events. The police also stumbled upon Robertson's diary, which contained incriminating evidence. In one entry, she wrote, "Put the body in a rug and take it out. Tuesday. Get a loan from the bank. Thoroughly clean house and clean carpet." Next to the journal, investigators discovered two documents, one for a birth certificate in Rachel Barber's name and the other for a bank loan of $10,000. It became apparent that Robertson's plan was to flee and start a new life under Rachel Barber's identity elsewhere. On March 13, just one day after her arrest, Caroline Robertson confessed to the murder of Rachel Barber. Caroline Reed Robertson received a 20-year prison sentence in October 2000 for the murder of Rachel Barber. The judge emphasized Robertson's unusual, obsessive interest in Barber and identified her motive as jealousy and obsession with Rachel's beauty and success. Robertson believed that by transforming herself into Barber, as described by a forensic psychiatrist, she could achieve the same level of success and popularity. She was diagnosed with a personality disorder and deemed a real threat to anyone who becomes the object of her fixation. Robertson served 15 years in prison before being granted early release in 2015. She did not show any remorse for her actions and spent her time in jail altering her appearance, dyeing her hair and losing weight to resemble her victim. When Rachel Barber's mother saw Robertson after her release, she noticed a striking similarity in her eyes, beyond her physical resemblance to Rachel. "She had something in her eyes that resembled Rachel," she said. "It's not just her looks, it's something deeper." Share your opinion on this story and do not forget to like the video if you like it. Thank you for watching.